You've probably heard me ask you to re-examine your relationship with your phone, your relationship with technology. Did you know that the average person now picks up their phone 158 times a day? Standard advice would be to ask you to take a deep breath right now and think about, okay, how long have I been on this phone? How long have I been watching videos? And what prompted me to pick up the phone in the first place? What prompted me to watch that first video? However, I want you to dig a little bit deeper and re-examine not just your relationship with these digital platforms, but your relationship with instant gratification. See, that's exactly what these digital platforms offer. All you have to do is make a post and you get that instant recognition, the likes, even comments and stuff like that. You get noticed. Same thing with everything else. Maybe you watched a couple of videos that make you feel better about yourself, kind of confirm something you're already feeling. But once again, that is a practice of instant gratification. You get the reward right away. And it's natural to want some instant gratification. The package from Amazon that arrives within a couple hours, or even just being able to get what you want without having to wait. It's a natural part of the human psyche. However, it is kind of in a way slowly destroying us, because although it's nice to get some things instantly, especially if you're, say, really hungry, thirsty, or just a need for someone to give you a hug when you've had a bad day, there's also a lot of things in life that are very important in life that cannot be achieved through instant gratification. 3 things in particular. First of all, a quality career. It is really hard to develop a quality career using only instant gratification as a tool. Most careers require developing a knowledge base or a skill set, and those take time. You need to work on your skill. You need to, get better a little bit each day, or you need to learn a little bit more, possibly both. The same can be said for community and developing quality relationships. You can't just shake someone's hand at a meetup event or something and suddenly be in a deep, meaningful relationship with that person. And I'm talking about relationships of any kind. You need to have a community. You need to show up in each every week. The communities of the past often involved parishes or churches or even neighborhood organizations where once a week or even more frequently you would encounter the same people. Think about where your communities are right now. Maybe you have a job where you go into the office a few days a week, or maybe you have a certain club where you meet, once again, probably once a week or more, and you have to show up. And if you stop showing up, or if you never did, you don't really develop that community. The third and most important building block of a quality life that you can't achieve through instant gratification is getting to know yourself. Getting to know yourself requires some deep psychological work. It often requires getting over some sort of childhood trauma for a lot of people, or just kind of understanding your own behavior, understanding your thoughts, understanding why you're feeling the way you are, and maybe ways to improve that. Either way, it's a long process. Anyone who's undergone the process of really kind of getting to know themselves requires lots of work, lots of activities, and lots of just presence, lots of taking a deep breath, something that this culture of instant gratification, particularly our smartphones, is actually getting in the way of. Not only is it training us for instant gratification, but the constant notifications and the constant distractions are preventing us from getting to know ourselves. The tragic aspect of this is that to have a quality life for nearly all people, you need to have these 3 things. You need to get to know yourself, at least into adulthood. You need to get to know yourself. We expect teenagers to have some degree. You're still figuring yourself out, but you want to figure yourself out. Also, most quality lives require some form of community, some sort of community around you, people to connect with, people to do things with, and people to share your events with. And then they also require, for nearly all people, a career of some sort. Even people who are independently wealthy and able to retire early want some sort of a vocation, some sort of a purpose to live toward. So finding all those things is very important. And without all those things, a lot of people have unfortunately become depressed. And that is why I urge you right now to re-examine your relationship with your phone, re-examine your relationship with digital technology, but on a broader sense, re-examine your relationship with instant gratification.